going to a different economy, and we're going to be learning more about that as we go. But clearly, we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought.
We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leveraged to technology. And I worry that that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign.
And so we'll import Chinese-based CBDC technology. So it's going to be CBDC in a box provided to you by the People's Bank of China.
But every stock, every bond, every currency, every commodity, every piece of art, every private business, every piece of real estate will eventually be a token on a blockchain, an entry on a ledger, permanent and immutable. We will have truth instead of trust, and we will save over $7 trillion a year. 6 to 8% of global GDP is wasted by the friction of the trust industry that's necessary when you have dual entry accounting. With triple entry accounting, which is what a blockchain is, we get rid of all of that friction. It's a beautiful future.
Like what you see in China and their social credit scoring systems, right? If we get identity wrong, it could be a tool to enslave humanity. And if we get it right, it could be a tool to liberate humanity. And as an American, I'm obviously rooting for the one that's on the side of freedom.
Bitcoin is an international asset. And also, I do believe the role of crypto is, it's digitizing gold.
I actually believe this technology is going to be very important. Look at it. We have been part of the huge revolution in investing through ETFs. We believe that ETFs will be changing the whole way we invest. Many people still use it as a means, people are investing it for indexing. No, the majority of people who are putting money in in ETFs are active investors that are buying exposure. The entire bond market is being transformed as we talk right now. I believe the next generation for markets, the next generation for securities will be tokenization of securities. And if we can have that distributed ledger that we know every beneficial owner, every beneficial seller, we all have our code of who's buying, who's selling, instantaneous settlement. And think about it, it changes the whole ecosystem.
Chinese bank ICBC has been hit by a ransomware attack, and the U.S. Treasury market, as a result of that, has been disrupted. This, according to the Financial Times. We're getting more right now with Bloomberg's Sonali Basak. Sonali, what do we know?
Listen, we have the Financial Times now reporting that ICBC, one of China's largest banks here, was hit with a ransomware attack. And remember, they're a very significant intermediary in the Treasury market. The SIFMA has told its members that this has been part of the reason here that the system is kind of clogged up, if you will, during that auction that we saw a little bit before. The attack had prevented ICBC, according to the Financial Times, from settling Treasury trades on behalf of other market participants. A large executive at a major bank also telling the paper that such a large party on the fixed income clearing corp creates major concerns, potentially impacting the liquidity of Treasury markets.
Now, it was not just a poor auction. It was absolutely lousy, and when the dealers have to step in to save a treasury auction, that's a rare occurrence.
I hate when countries go off the dollar. I would not allow countries to go off the dollar, because when we lose that standard, that will be like losing a revolutionary war. That will be a hit to our country, just like losing a war. And we can't let that happen. And too many countries now are fighting to get off the dollar.
Welcome to the Crypto Teacher. And guys, please like and subscribe if you do like what you're listening to. Please inform your friends and family and spread it all over social media. It is imperative that we get back to learning finances and understand how the world really works, because once we understand how the world really works, we understand that it is all planned out. Now, I want to thank those who purchased the books Cryptoteacher and the New World Order book. Remember, the New World Order book shows you how the world really works, and it is definitely time for you to wake up out of that sleep, especially in the times that we're in right now. And 2024 is going to be one of our most entertaining years. We have the presidential election. We have the drums are beating. We have the emerging markets going to be flipping the switch on the fourth industrial revolution. Now, we had the Fed signal rate cuts, but remember, guys, they haven't cut rates yet. So we know the master magicians are about to set up that distraction. So therefore, they can cut rates while we still have inflation. And in the fourth quarter, once the election is over, we know the movie begins. And also, guys, I want to thank those who purchased the 3 Kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, much love to those who donate to the Cash App, Patreon. Much love. Keep it coming. Guys, if you're not a part of the Patreon, make sure you're donating to the channel through the actual Cash App. But guys, this next Bitcoin and crypto bull run is going to be a utility run. So you want to make sure you have the cryptos that have real utility. And much love to those who are shopping at both stores. Keep it coming. And of course, guys, we get into Bitcoin and cryptos first.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.
And right now, we have Bitcoin and crypto slightly higher along with the NASDAQ. And we see tech and crypto have been moving in lockstep. And don't forget, when it comes to the stock market, guys, nothing is real. It's all manipulation. With all these buybacks, when you're talking about these big corporations, they're now private companies. And then we know BlackRock and Vanguard own everything. And remember, the Cryptoteacher told you, it's only a handful of companies that own the globe. They just give you an illusion of choice by having 50 different names. I know it sounds like a movie, but remember, your life is an illusion and TV is your reality. And remember, the Cryptoteacher told you. Now, make sure you're paying attention to the actual indicators. We have yield rates, which are slightly higher. We have the dollar, which is slightly up. We have volume in crypto up. We have Tether and USDC. And then, of course, guys, we have the Fed. Repo at $449 billion. On Friday, make sure you're pulling that on a daily basis. And we had Fed Jerome Powell in the House telling us they're going to keep rates higher for longer. And what happens in the bond market? Yield rates drop. You can't make this stuff up. And we see assets hitting new highs. And then on top of it, we have all these big banks and big corporations doing record buybacks, holding things up. Like I stated, guys, you have to look at the whole space to see all the manipulation. Only thing you can do right now is follow the money. And they're going to keep this market looking good because we know this is an election year. But these high rates for longer have crushed the global economy, not just in the United States. But this is part of a plan. Remember, we're in a fragmented world. They have to break up every single sector in order to bring in the robots, algorithms, and drones. And with any plan, it moves in phases. People who are just coming to consciousness, they think things are going to happen overnight. You're in a simulation. They've already done the testing in 2020. Now it's time to implement it, but they're going to roll it out phase by phase. And these digital assets are so important because these digital assets are for the machines. They're not for you. And remember, the Cryptoteacher told you that machines now have money. Now, getting over into the spot Bitcoin ETFs, we have BlackRock, Fidelity, and Grayscale all up as I'm doing this video. But getting over into a little crypto news. We have Ripple going over the power of quantum computing and its impact on blockchain. And when we're seeing all this current technology, we are amazed. But just imagine this current technology able to move 1,000 times faster. Look at all this data that has been collected over decades and now you hand it over to these supercomputers that can make it smarter in seconds and transfer all that information over to the robots, algorithms, and drones. If that doesn't scare you, I don't know what will, because they're going to have that one main brain sending out all this information to the machines. And like I stated, only thing you have to do is go watch the movie Eagle Eye. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now we have Prometheum soft-launch Ethereum custody services, treating it as a security. And guys, we know we have to have that Ethereum movie. Remember, the Hegelian dialectic has to be played in order to move this new industry forward. We know DeFi is definitely the new banking. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. And then lastly, guys, I've been saying this time and time again, that the big banks and big corporations have been funding crypto from the beginning, but now it's time for them to go ahead and take over the industry. And we have Grayscale CEO steps down, and we have a Goldman Sachs exec to go ahead and take over. And of course, he's worked at BlackRock, Oppenheimer, and Invesco. But we see these same chess pieces moving around in the same companies. Why, guys? Because they know the go. They know the plan, and that's the fourth industrial revolution. And we have Grayscale's current CEO, Mike, gets to ride off in the sun. And I don't know how many times they got to keep playing the same movie for you to get the picture. That your life is an illusion and TV is your reality. And remember, the crypto teacher told you, because he knows when it comes to the NWO, it's all planned out. But that's all I have for you. Don't forget about the books, Crypto Teacher and the New World Order book, plus the 3 kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, new to cryptos, Coinbase, Bitrue, Binance. Do not forget book links and crypto links are in the description. The stock channel, guys. Don't forget to go like, subscribe, spread everywhere. You have your Kobo, your chip stocks, your banking, your gaming. While everybody's sitting at home, get on stocks, the Seaver, the biotech stocks. And while everybody's at home wishing they were still getting that free money, what they doing? Drinking and smoking weed. Don't forget about those stocks, and you have a wonderful day. The most powerful person in the world is the storyteller. The storyteller sets the vision, values, and agenda of an entire generation to come. Steve Jobs. And guys, you know I truly believe in this. When you look at the New World Order, they're the storytellers. And that's the reason why I wrote my New World Order book. But guys, now it's time to change the current generation. And I wrote 3 kids books. You know, I love the Trinity because I understand the power that's in it. So I have 3 books. We have an opportunity to change the generation, to educate, not just me, but I want to show you that I take action on a daily basis. And I want you to take action on a daily basis. Whether it's your job, whether it's in your community, we have an opportunity right now to educate the masses. I posted this on my Twitter account. Please share, but this is a short clip of the 3 books. There's going to be a clothing line and action figures. Please get these books for your kids, nephews, cousins, friends, so therefore we can start the re-education now. Because as we see, the 4th Industrial Revolution foundation is definitely here. Robots, algorithms, drones, taking humanity out the picture. We have to re-educate. But let's get into the video.
Part 1. King Joshua and Drama Team save the village. Part 2. King Joshua and Drama Team save New York from COVID-33. Part 3. King Joshua and Drama Team goes to China.
It's mandatory to get part 1, part 2, and part 3 of this series. It's time to re-educate Generation Z.